Hi guys, I'm going to be sharing with you the 4 books that I read in the month of March, and we're starting right now.
Y nuevamente, con mucho cariño.
Hey guys, I'm Juan Fox, and like I said, I'm going to be telling you the 4 books that I started reading in this month. Normally I read 3 books a month, but because I had some extra time in March, I managed to read an extra book. So here they are. Right here. I guess I'll start with the first book that I read in March, and that would be this one right here. The book is called Ben Franklin in American Life, and it's written by none other than Walter Isaacson. This book is a biography about Benjamin Franklin. Now, for those of you who probably don't know much about American history, Ben Franklin is one of the founding fathers of the United States. So one of the people that were responsible for the creation of this amazing country that exists today. It's not boring. Some people might say, I don't like history, I don't like politics. Why should I learn about some old dude that lived, I don't know, years ago, hundreds of years ago? Well, I'll tell you why. Other than the fact that he helped create the United States, he was an ordinary person, just like you and me. We were made, we breathed the same air, and he actually did not come from money. He did not come from nobility or anything. He was just your average Joe. And it goes to tell you how he was as a person. How this just regular boy who ran away from his parents at a young age managed to, number one, become a business person, and then he worked his way up from the private sector to politics to science and the things that we still use thanks to him. This book inspired me deeply. I myself come from a very humble village in Peru, and reading this guy's story just makes me believe if this guy made it, then why not me, you know? And he gives some advice on how you should also live your life. The only thing that to some people out there might be scary, to those of you that are just starting to read, it's the size. It's huge, right? And I'll have to admit, it took me 2 weeks to finish this book. I will be making a different video on why you guys should read this book. But there you guys have it. That was the first book that I read in the month of March. Now the second book that I received is a present that I got for my birthday. And it's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I got this book as a present for my birthday. I already made a video about what I think about this book. It was my first attempt at making a book review. I hope some of you liked the video. If you guys want to know more about this book, then I will put a link in the description down below that will take you directly there, and then you'll know what I think about the book and why you should also read it. But that was the second book that I read in the month of March. Now, the third book is my first book ever about fantasy. And probably and hopefully it won't be the last book that I review in this channel about fantasy. And luckily I got it for my birthday as well. I also made a video about what I think about this book. But there you guys have it. It's called The Fork, the Witch, and the Worm by Christopher Paolini. And again, in the description below there will be a link so you guys can watch the book review that I did about this book. So there, that was the third book for the month of March. Now, the last book that I read we're talking more about science, and that's this one right here, and that is Neil deGrasse Tyson's Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. I also got this book for my birthday. It's a very short read, as you can see here, right? It has close to 200 pages. It has 12 chapters. Neil deGrasse Tyson tells you the relationship that each and every one of us has with the cosmos, with space. A lot of you out there are kind of probably interested in science, don't know where to start. I think this would actually be a very good start It's one of the first books that I read about science this year, and I think the strong message at the end convinced me to even buy more books about science and just to keep enriching my education about this particular subject. I will be making another video about this, and then I'll tell you a couple of reasons why you should read it. So with that said, guys, I hope you liked this video. Again, if you have any questions about any of these books, please put them down in the comments below. If you guys read any of them, please tell me which one you loved, why you didn't love it, and if you have any questions about any of them, again, you can put them down there, and I'd love to interact with you guys. And I will see you in the next video.